Hi, today we're going to talk about the roots and the connection to the body, but I'm going to make a whole new video about the roots and the connection to the ancestors and healing generational traumas. Today the focus is going to be the body. Why I said the roots? Because we are the product, our body is the product of our ancestors' DNA. We are their we're their work of art. Our bodies, our cells, our DNA carries information way deeper and way more meaningful than sometimes people realize. Muladhara is the first energy center. The first one because we need to master ourselves, our physical body, before we continue. There is always a first step to this journey. Our physical body is also the first of our bodies. We need to start at the beginning. We can't just skip steps because this always has consequences. The first energy center is connected to specific organs in our body. This is the skin, and I'm going to talk about the skin-to-skin contact between infants and mothers in a following video. We have the feet, as I mentioned in the previous video, grounding. This is another parallel. The immune system, we have the blood, and the blood is also connected to the ancestors. It's connected to the roots. So these coincidences are not coincidences at all. They obey laws, and these laws are present in everything, in everybody. Shaking, somatic exercises, dancing, walking barefoot, they will help you connect to the body. But I also want to add some points today, and the first one is nervous system regulation. We often hear that term, nervous system regulation, and neuroplasticity and building new neurological pathways, but I've learned over the years that what truly helps us rewire the nervous system is the hard decisions, the hard conversations, facing the fears, and fear is also the demon of this chakra, of this energy center. It's doing the opposite of the thing that you have been programmed to do and doing that thing repeatedly. It's also facing the emotions that are connected to the initial reaction that is a part of a pattern. For example, freezing and feeling shame and feeling that you're not good enough, and it starts a whole pattern of repeating thoughts, feelings, sensations in the body as well. So the nervous system regulation, it can also be done on the mat with somatic exercises, with tapping. I also do EFT tapping. It helps me a lot, but also generally tapping. Hugging myself is such a big deal. But if you don't actually apply these changes in your real life, in your relationships, at work, with your friends, with your family, there is no point. The point is living a life that is regulated. It's not just doing a couple of exercises a day. And this is why building that connection to the body takes time. For me, it took me years. It took me years of constant work, constant dedicated work every day. Also physical exercises in general. Physical exercises such as Pilates, going to the gym, gymnastics, cardio is very beneficial for that connection because you also set the body in motion. So the next thing that I want to talk about is breathing exercises, and breathing exercises can be done in many different ways. There are many different types of breathing exercises. I'm not going to mention any of them, but this is just a thing that you can do to work with the body. The next thing is trusting your intuition and the signals that your body is giving to you. I stopped drinking coffee. I reduced it to maybe 1 cup per week. I'm in the process of completely cutting it off because I felt that my body rejects it. I start sweating, I get anxious, and my body as a whole doesn't feel well when I drink coffee. And I love coffee. I love coffee very much. But now I drink cacao because cacao was the thing that my body attracted me to, and also tea. My body said, no, I don't like this one. This one I like. And it's also aligned with my spiritual journey, because cacao and coffee have very different vibration, and they have very different meanings. If you just think about it, coffee makes you go, 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 go. It makes you move. It makes you awake. It makes you even more reactive. And cacao is more about the process. It's about dropping. It's about experiencing. If you know, you know. I'm not going to go into detail about this one. Respect the information that your body is giving to you. Respect it, honor it. It's like the intuition and listening to the body is basically on the same principle. When you start listening, the whisper, the voice is going to get louder and louder and louder. If you continue to ignore the whispers, that voice will never grow louder. You won't give it a chance. It's like building a relationship with someone. You need to build trust with your body and your intuition. And you need to allow your body to show you the right thing for you, including people. Your body is going to feel who's not for you way before you do. Your body is going to show you whose energy, especially in relationships, because if you have a sexual relationship with someone, it accelerates that process. You're going to have their energy in your body. So your body is going to give you the signs, and it's going to show you. If you don't feel safe around someone, that's enough. That's enough signal. Yes, you can communicate better. Yes, you can try to find a reason why. But if you communicate and if everything seems to be right, but your body is telling you that you must be on guard, trust it every time. Pay attention to yourselves. I created a PDF file with affirmations about the body, and I actually print it out and put it in a frame to show you, because this was my intention. I wanted to make it like a written contract between you and you, or you and your body, that you can print out and hang on your wall near your mirror, that you can, when you do your rituals or your daily routine, skincare, and you can repeat them every day, in the morning and before you go to bed, or when if you have an altar, you can put it on your altar. But my printer wasn't cooperating, and I only have the black and white version. So imagine it with a better frame, and also that it's not black and white. It's on my Patreon. You can find it as a PDF. I will put the link in the description. It looks way better than that, I promise you. But I have these affirmations. I created them for you to be to help you connect to your body. And again, I wanted it to look like a sacred contract between you and your body, between you and you, about how you take care of your body, about how you pay attention to your body, about how you honor your body, and the information that it gives you. The last thing that I have to say, don't rush the process. Your body is a very intelligent machine. It's AI. It's very intelligent, but you need to give it the time to adapt to your new lifestyle. And again, I'm not going to stop repeating that. You need to pay attention to the information that it gives you, because we have electromagnetic field. We are also able to read subconsciously micro expressions. We can smell chemicals in people's sweat. The body is amazing. We have the instincts. We have our great ability to physically read signals, but we have our spiritual senses. We feel. We are in touch with other people's electromagnetic fields. The heart emits. The thoughts emit. You can sometimes feel people's thoughts, and as long as you trust it, and as long as you don't gaslight yourself into thinking, no, they're not like that, they wouldn't think like that about me, there is a reason for that. Yes, sometimes we project as well, that is true. But when you reach a point of knowing yourself enough, and knowing your patterns, and knowing your loops, and knowing the way that you used to behave in the past, the way that your childhood has programmed you, your surroundings have programmed you, when you do the work year after year, at one point you know how to distinguish between you being paranoid or just being projecting onto someone, and you sensing that something is not right. Don't gaslight yourself into giving people the benefit of the doubt. My intuition has never been wrong. I've made the biggest mistakes when my intuition has showed me a way and I ignored it, and I was like, no, they're not like that. No, the mind is the trickster, not the intuition. The intuition will tell you the truth even if you don't like it, and that's the sign of intuition. Your mind is going to try to convince you even if you don't, even if something is doesn't feel right, but your intuition will be like, no, 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 listen to me. That person, that circumstance, that job, that relationship, that partner, that family member, that friend, that whatever, there is something about them. Be cautious, be aware, pay attention. I don't want to make this video very long. Again, I already mentioned a couple of things in the previous video. Principles that apply to grounding can also be applied to connecting to your body, because it's also, again, being grounded in your body, connecting to Mother Earth. The next videos are going to be about the roots, ancestral healing, generational healing, connecting to Mother Earth, connecting to food, connecting to life force energy, the womb experience that we have in our mother's womb. If you resonate with my content, you're welcome here, and I hope to see you next time. You can find my way more beautifully looking file in my shop on Patreon. I'm going to put the link in the description, and I hope to see you next time.